Great day wherever you are. I hope you're staying safe. Everything's going smoothly. And if it doesn't, I hope everything works out for you and everything improves and your day improves. Let me put some lipstick on. Okay. There. So today's video is going to be whatever comes out. I'm going to use the What's the News deck to see what messages you need to know at this time for your highest and greatest good. I'm going to put some music on because it sounds so empty here besides me talking, and I'm talking very softly. So let me put subscriber mode on too. Let me see. Just so everyone knows, I'm not answering any questions. This is a collective read for everyone who's watching. If it resonates with you, take the messages that resonate, leave behind what doesn't. As always, the messages are meant to bring you confirmation, clarity of what you already know, not create any scenarios or stories to get you upset or get you angry or get you mad and rageful against somebody, because I know sometimes I listen to readings and I'm like, you get a little paranoid, but that's not, and I don't think tarot readers want to do this. Some tarot readers, I think they do, with the types of titles they put in. You better watch or you will die. And you know what's annoying? I'm going to go on a little rant right now. I hate when I see, and hate's a very strong word. I find it annoying when people put this in the title, this message will find you when it's meant for you. If you're subscribed, it's automatically going to find you because you're subscribed, So it's like the title is not even meant for the subscribers. It's meant for people who aren't subscribed. So I don't like clickbaity shit, I don't like that. Like, or only 1% will see this video. Like, what the fuck? I hate that, Now, the only time I would use a title like that is if I get a specific date in mind. If I think, come up with, say if I say a specific day and then I look it up and I see it's a moon, like a new moon or a full moon, or it's something significant, then I would say, watch, you might need to watch this before, watch by this or that. But that's only if a date comes up. I don't want to be creating this sense of FOMO or urgency for anybody who's watching just to get a view. I try to keep my titles as simple as possible. My thumbnails are shit. I know it's like whatever, like YouTube allows me because of the vertical streaming. Now, if I was streaming horizontally, then I could create a thumbnail and it'd be all nice and pretty. But since I'm at this angle vertically, I can't. It's like whatever YouTube decides, and I have 3 choices to make for the thumbnail. So if you're a subscriber, I'm sorry that you see me like this with cards and I look crazy, but YouTube doesn't give you that option to create a thumbnail. I could create a thumbnail, but you would have to go on my channel and then look at the videos that are posted. But if you're like looking like you're doing a search and I show up on one of the results, you're gonna see me and I don't like that. YouTube, I hope you're listening. I know my channel is kind of small in the grand scheme of things, but they need to change that. I should be able to create because I like doing thumbnails. They're fun to do, sometimes, I used to do them a lot when I was a beauty creator. I'm not saying I did my best. I used to improvise with what I had. And just in case any of you are creators too, I'll share this tip. I didn't know about certain apps that you could use to create thumbnails. So I was using a Word document and taking screenshots to create images. I was doing collages and stuff. It was so funny. But somehow I made it work with what I had, even though I made the process tedious for myself. But once I found an app, and one of them that I like that you can use, and I'm not sponsored, obviously, but one of the apps that I like, that if you're a creator and you want to use create thumbnails, is Polish. I say it's better on the Android phones than on the iPhone, because on the Android some of the features are free, but on the iPhone it's you have to pay extra. You have to be a member or join or whatever, subscribe or whatever the hell it is. But you could create collages. It allows you to create the scale that will make a perfect thumbnail. It has skin softening filters. It has like color filters too, so you can use cool effects. You can remove certain things. You could even alter the way you look. I've only tried that once, but it was for like a full body picture, and I just wanted to smooth out the front of my thigh a little because it was like a little looking a little chunky. So I just wanted to smooth it out a little, but I think it's a good app. It's called Polish. They even have an AI feature as well. I think it's cool. It was very useful for me when I was creating thumbnails. So I'm just sharing that in case you're a creator and you're curious about how to make thumbnails and you didn't know. Polish is a good app for that, especially if you're using your mobile device to create content. And you could post, upload your video on YouTube, the YouTube app, and then you could, since you already have the thumbnail on your phone as well, if you download it onto your phone, you could just grab the thumbnail that you created and just plug it in. So I'm just sharing that because it was a struggle in the beginning when I was doing my beauty channel. So that's what I used too when I was doing thumbnails, when I was doing pre-filmed readings. So I like to share what I learned just to help people, because you never know. Maybe that was a message someone needed to hear and then they bounced off, So if you're new, my name is Tan. Artemis Oracle is my channel. I'm an Oracle and Tarot card reader. Today I'm doing a collective reading for whoever it's meant for. So not all messages are going to resonate. Please take what does and leave behind what doesn't. So I'm going into the What's the News deck to see any themes, anything you need to look out for. So the Oracle cards, I like to use them because it gives me like a theme to focus on. Because tarot, it could be read very broadly. And with the Oracle card, it could really narrow down a topic. So let's see what comes out. I'm going to use 3 cards. And I could read it as a total message or read them separately as an individual message. And then I will clarify with tarot for further details. The tarot cards let us know about the energies tied to the card. It lets us know if this is past, future, or present. Any signs you may be dealing with, or even your sign. I also get to see through the tarot the time frames. Anything you need to know. Like Sneaky Link came out. What is it? Like, okay, earlier, I think like last week or the week before, I talked about I was in a Sneaky Link connection. I'm no longer in that connection. So I'm linkless right now. I'm unlinked. I'm unchained. So some of you might still be involved in a Sneaky Link situation. No judgment, okay? And no judgment. Because sometimes Sneaky Links, like in my circumstance, it was not a third party type of situation. But for some of you, it could be. The card says hidden lover, low-key situationship, and side piece. So the side piece part is the third party. If it's just a hidden lover, someone you hang out with, you mess with on the side, nobody knows about you and them, then it's like, that's okay. Well, whatever you're doing is okay. It's because you're doing what's right for you. Even if it may seem wrong to other people. I can't judge. But yeah. Sneaky Link, hidden lover, low-key situationship. Let's see what else comes out. Dirty money? Oh my god. That fucking card. Let's see what else comes out. Sipping, but in reverse. So like this is a gossipy card. So this is it might be separate or all together. Light bulb moment, epiphany. You know what I'm thinking? What came to my mind is like, I don't know if there's someone who is, let's say, like, let's take the Sneaky Link romantic context out of it. And think about the dirty money card. It could be read two ways. Somebody's doing a sneaky link, and they're also giving money to certain, like only, whenever I see this card, it just reminds me of prostitution. Sex workers. I'm sorry, sex workers, but I know there's a reason why we do certain things. It's because, we get the inside scoop of the experience, and we could share our knowledge and the damage that it could cause for whatever we go through, right? So I don't know if somebody is messing around. Let's go to like sneaking link as a relationship. Someone could be sneaking around with maybe someone who's in the sex industry, like a stripper or maybe like a bottle girl. Because think about it, whatever, stripper, bottle girl, Instagram model, anybody who makes money off their body, anybody who does this. Okay, I'm not going to shame anybody, because you know what, if you got it, flaunt it, and if you could make a profit off it, then go ahead and do it. But I don't know if somebody's involved with somebody who is in that type of industry. But it's really hidden, because nobody knows. The fact that sipping came out in reverse is indicating like that's really hidden. But there could be something coming out. But there might be something coming out. Someone may be getting some sort of epiphany or some realization, or they're seeing something that's just like is indicating something that was really hidden is coming forward. Now, another thing is, if it's outside of the sex industry, oh my God, another thing is porn. Okay, maybe somebody find out. No, I don't speak French. I'm not French. Even though there are people who speak French that are not French. I am a Latina and I speak English and a little bit of Spanish, but that's it. Someone could be involved with somebody, or this is the thing, someone could be involved in this type of industry and no one knows. Sneaky link, dirty money. So there's like something that's hidden, information that's hidden. Somebody's hiding the fact that they may be involved in some type of dirty money type of situation. And the only reason why I say this, because look at the way she's dressed. I know when we're not getting intimate with our partners, some of us do like to wear lingerie and stuff, but the fact that it has the dirty money it's indicating like this, that kind of work, like ass shaking, spreading. What's funny? Because in this card, I just realized this. In the sipping card, it says spreading. Spreading rumor. No, but I feel like someone may be getting a sudden realization that that's someone they know, they're involved with, maybe involved with. It doesn't matter in what context the involvement is. It could be like an acquaintance, a friend. It could be your neighbor. It could be your family member. Somebody is like engaging in that type of industry where they're making money and not in the legal way. Legal, I'm going to put it that way. Or someone's in a sneaky link situation with somebody, like a sneaky link romance with somebody that is involved in that industry, or somebody is spending their money on this type of stuff. And someone might be finding this out. Because the fact that the sipping card came out, like sipping tea, that's what it is, sipping, but it's in reverse. That means it's like nobody knows. It's a secret. There's no gossip. Somebody is being very strategic with how they're moving, but it's like something is going to be realized. Like something is going to come out. So I think ultimately, if some of you are engaged in anything that you're trying to hide, it's going to come out. Especially if you really think about it, when we're hiding things, it's because we don't want people to know. But then it's like, okay, certain things that make sense, like if you're starting a business, you have an idea for a book or a song or music, art or whatever. Yeah, it makes sense to keep that to yourself. But, if you're keeping something a secret because you don't want people to know, it's probably, besides what I just mentioned, it's probably because it's something that you're afraid you're going to be judged for, you're going to get in trouble for, or you're ashamed. you know? So this is why, like, just don't hide things. Like, but someone may be hiding something and it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out because somehow somebody's gonna get some sort of realization. Somebody's gonna see something eventually. Things always slip, That's why it's hard to keep secrets. I don't know if somebody's gonna say something or do something, or somebody's gonna find something. Hi, Lion Sky. Hi, Celia. Okay, so we got the Judgment card coming out. The Judgment card, it reminds me of something that's being revived from the past. So I don't know if somebody was involved in this in the past and they never said anything and nobody knew about it, but this is like coming up. It's like old news that nobody knew about that's going to be coming back from the dead. Like it was deeply buried. The secret may have been deeply buried, but somehow it's getting a life of its own. This could be something that's going on. And I don't watch the news. I'm gonna tell you that much. I don't watch the news. We got the Devil card coming out. Capricorn energy. Yes, this could be something that happened in the past and it's now coming back, or somebody may be revisiting this type of thing. It could be something that's tied to an addiction. So maybe somebody's addicted to something. I know in the thing it said on the card, the dirty money card, it says laundering, steal, and illegal. And with the Devil card, it might be something that is illegal. So we got Scorpio energy and Capricorn energy. Judgment is Scorpio. I mean, those could be your signs or the signs you're dealing with or the people around you. That it might be, but it doesn't have to be those signs. Okay, what else? Judgment, Devil. It could be those two signs that are engaged in a sneaky link connection. The King of Wands. It could be a fire sign energy too. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So somebody could have been in a sneaky link situation with either one of those signs. Okay, what else can you tell us about the sneaky link? Let me see how much time I have. What else can you tell us about the sneaky link? Two of Swords. Like it's something that's blocked, hidden. Someone may not even know about this because she's wearing a blindfold. Someone may be acting like they don't know. Sometimes people do that when they find out something terrible. They want to act like they don't know. Or someone may be in denial that they're in a sneaky link connection. Anything else? Four Wands. You know what's interesting? Because the Four Wands came out and I just said denial. I don't know if this person is in denial about the sneaky link connection because they're thinking that whatever they have with this person is something that can lead to marriage, to a commitment. And the Four Wands is indicating like a small level of success. But if you think about the traditional tarot, it shows somebody celebrating, like a marriage, like a marriage celebration or homecoming or something. Okay, that makes sense. Some of you, if you had a sneaky link connection with somebody and it ended, this person may be coming back around and maybe wanting to restart that type of connection with you. The High Priestess, Queen. I like that card because whenever that card comes out, when I'm in the middle of saying something, it's not like that's something that you don't know. It may be surprising. Hi, Mick. I hope everybody's doing well. So that's Pisces energy. On Sunday, I think it was, when this dirty money card came out, I said that, you remember, if you watched them, I always say, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you already know what I say about energy. Energy is our currency. Hi, PG, how are you? So our energy is our currency. So someone, High Priestess with the Eight of Pentacles. I was going to say something about Maybe this person may be coming back around because they want some of your energy. That's what they're coming around for. So I have the High Priestess with the Eight of Pentacles coming out. High Priestess, it's Pisces energy. The King of Swords. I think if you and this person ended a situation and they come back around, you already know why they're coming back around. You already know. I don't know. Like, this is so funny because the Eight of Pentacles, I don't know if this person you were dealing with probably was stealing from you. Oh gosh, that's horrible. Imagine a person would come back. They were even stealing your energy, but they could have actually stole from you. Ew, yuck. You know how some people like to take the energy from somebody? I don't know if you ever heard this, that people go around and they try to steal somebody's energy, and then they try to cloak themselves with that energy to misrepresent themselves. They pretend they're like somebody, but it's because they were in that energy. I don't know if this person is coming back because they want to do that. But the thing is, it's like with the Eight of Pentacles coming out, you see, she's there, but this person has money. He's not doing a Titanic painting, you know. He's over here drawing a pentacle because he's like, yeah, I'm painting you. Yeah, like, this is what I see. I see you as money, you know. So some of you, you know, you're the type of person that attracts, you know, good things to you. And beware. King of Swords, like, see things clearly. If this is somebody that you felt like was I'm gonna say energy vampire. For some of you, this person could have been an energy vampire that maybe wanted to come back. But some of you may already sense this. If not, pay attention. Because if you look back at the connection you may have had with this person, how did it serve you? Did it serve you well? Did your life improve? Or did your life go downhill? That's what you have to think about. Did your life improve, or did it go, like, look at it logically. Take the emotions out of it, because maybe some of you thought there could be something out of this connection, right? And nothing came out of it. But then this person wants to come back around. They see you as money. They see you as an opportunity. But be logical. Like, take the coochie, the wee-wee out of the equation. Take the love, the feelings, the good memories, if you have, and don't delude yourself in any illusions. See things clearly. See them for what they are, just to protect yourself from someone trying to steal from you, steal your energy. Now I want to know what the Sipping card is. Queen of Wands. You know, if you think about the Sipping card, nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping. If you think about that card in reverse, it could be like the High Priestess. She knows secrets, but she speaks the truth. I don't know if some of you, like, if you disconnected from this person. And the reason why I think the person wants to return is because this freaking Night of the Living Dead card right here, like with somebody with their, no, sorry, I'm not doing any readings. So Sipping, Queen of Wands, yeah, you're just stay in your energy. Don't engage. You know, I'm getting from the Queen of Wands is like, you probably are in this really good place. And if you tie this to the High Priestess card, like, some of you already know this. You already know this. You already know. You already sense. You're gonna trust your intuition. You're not gonna believe anything this person's gonna tell you. Any lies they try to tell you. Ten of Wands. Oh, my life is so hard. I miss you because, you know, like, things have been difficult since me and you separated. And you're like, okay, well, that's your problem, not mine. You know, those are your burdens, sir or ma'am. Those are not mine, you know. And you're going to be going solo, and you could let them be with their burdens while you ride off into the sunset on your own, in your own energy, going after whatever it is. Because some of you may feel like, you know what song came up to my mind right now? Alone. Better off alone. Some of you may feel like you're better off alone. So you're not gonna, I feel like it's not entertaining. You're not gonna entertain this person with their woes. You're not gonna entertain them, and you're just gonna let them go, let them be on their own with their burdens while you stay within your power, your confidence, your energy, protecting your energy too. You got that wand there. If this person comes, I wanted to say the N word. I don't know if some of you use the N word. I'm from the Bronx, okay? I'm not saying I say that, but when I do say it, I'm referred to men. It don't got nothing to do with race. A white man is the N word. A black man is the N word. A Chinese man is the N word. If you're like a piece of, I use that word in that context. But for some of you, you may think that, like, you may use that word, and like the ninja word. I'm gonna say that. I don't really like that word. I know that, but still, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm not black. I can't be saying that. But when it does come out, it's because a man done pissed me off. Okay, a man done pissed me off, you know? Okay, let's see. So yeah, that's what's, I want to know what this realization is. You know what came out? Three of Swords. If this is a situation that you dealt with in the past, this is probably what you need to remember. Remember the heartache, the pain, the sadness, the disappointment you experienced in this connection, and how you had to pour into yourself, how you had to love yourself, take care of yourself, nurture yourself to be in the place that you are right now. You know, you see, with the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you did a lot of good work for yourself, and this person may be wanting to return from the past with the Six of Cups, you know, trying to reconnect with you, you know, and maybe try to rush things, try to move things forward quickly. But if the situation for you was not what you didn't want, it didn't give you what you wanted or what you expected or what you hoped for, it's better for you to continue to remember the pain you went through and how much you had to take care and heal yourself so that you could be at this beautiful energy, be comfortable and safe and secure within yourself, regardless if you're masculine or feminine, because feminine energies can be disruptive to a masculine's energy too, you know. So you see here, like, this person may come back and then, come back from the past, want to reconnect with you in that emotional space, heart space, and maybe move things quickly, but you're at this like place where you're in the Empress, and this could be where you're heading towards since this. And for some of you, like that, you need that reminder. For some of you in this situation, if you've already re-engaged with somebody, like maybe you need to remember what happened and put up some sort of boundaries and guards up with this person. Okay, so that's what I got for that reading. Let me see. What a random comment. Why don't you cut your hair? Okay, let's see. We still got some time. I wasn't expecting that kind of reading. That was weird. As weird as the cut your hair comments. Okay, let's see. What does the collective need to know? Any other messages the collective needs to know at this time with what's the news deck? Brick wall, defense mechanism guarded, hard to reach. So someone, I already have an idea, but let's see what comes out so we could get the total story before I start jumping to conclusions. Wow. Okay. I know the cards didn't come out in that order that I'm thinking, but I think some of you may have ghosted somebody or someone must have ghosted you. I want to say stonewall. Like they disappeared. It says no closure, cowardice, disappearing act. But then the first card we got was brick wall, defense mechanism guarded, hard to reach. And then we have lucky break, good fortune, good things coming, and turning point. Like if and then the bottom of the deck is weird. This is so weird. Kinky ways, fantasies, fetishes, open and looking to explore. What's underneath that? Paranoid and detective. Cautious, insecure, guarded, and then snooping, digging for dirt, accusations with detective. This is all connected because this seems a little bit separate. So I'm gonna read them. Brick wall. Somebody, you could have. Ooh. One thing that came up is could be like you. The lucky break card is the one that throws me off, is since it's in the middle. Brick wall, defense mechanism. All right, so I'm gonna read them separately. The brick wall, when I'm getting, some of you have your guard up. You protect. You're feeling the urge or desire. I've already done this already, to put up some sort of boundary between you and whatever you wanting to block out. It could be somebody who you are no longer in contact with. That, or you either ghosted them or they ghosted you. But the lucky break is like, with this separation, you putting up your boundaries, it's just reminding me of, what they say, like if you're in certain situations, not the best situations, that you're blocking your blessings, right? So for some of you, you could feel like after you've put up some sort of boundary, you protected yourself, that your luck is changing, like your luck is improving, because it says good fortune, good things coming, turning point. But I feel like it's connected to you detaching and putting up some sort of boundary against something or someone, possibly even going hermit. But whatever you did, this was for the best, because whatever good is coming towards you is going to come for you. But it could have been something that was blocked because you were not in the best situation, possibly not in the best energy, not in a receptive place, not in a good place to receive your blessing. Tell me about the brick wall? Hi, baby Sita. I'm good, and you? Oh, the star. That's Aquarius energy. High Priestess came out with Two of Swords. With you putting up your guard, protecting yourself, blocking something or someone, it helped you get more in tune with your intuition, more connected with your intuition. You could have received an intuitive nudge that it was time for something to end. It was time for you to put up the boundary. With doing that, that's like the star is two things. It has the actual like wish fulfillment meaning, where a wish come true, a manifestation is coming to life. But it could also be that with the High Priestess is you're connecting to your intuition, and that's what's allowing you to dip into the 3D, like you're in the 3D, your real life, the things you can touch, the tangible world, the material world, but it's also you delving in or dipping into or gaining access to the spiritual world, the 5D, in some way. It's that way. But if we look at it from both aspects, whatever it is, it's what's bringing something to fruition for you. That's bringing some sort of lucky break. it's like you're not allowing yourself to be influenced by external influences, by other people's opinions, societal expectations, even from your family, your religion, your culture. It could be something like that. It's like something that no longer aligned with you. You decided to block out and protect yourself, guard yourself. And in that, doing that, it's what cut off that energetic supply that you may have been giving and was creating that blockage that wasn't allowing something good to come to you. But I feel like it's more so a healing energy than anything, because some of you could have, what's funny, detective? It could be something that you're learning about yourself, or you learned about the situation. Sometimes when you're not the best, and I will say this, I will use myself as an example. When I was dealing with somebody on the ex healing, not that person, the person before, I was very paranoid about certain things, but the thing is, like, when you think about the paranoia, those are like that whenever you feel paranoid about something, that gives you something to explore, because you have to understand, why do you feel paranoid about something? How does that paranoia tie to you and your own insecurities? So when you break away from a situation, and I'm using myself as an example, me breaking away from that situation, it ending, and then being able to be on my own and disconnect, it allowed me to heal, but also allowed me to have a better understanding about myself and the reason why I had certain fears, because our paranoia is tied to insecurity. It's tied to us not feeling safe in an environment, or safe with someone, or not trusting. So for some of you, you probably are doing, or you're being asked to do a deep dive with understanding why, it's important for you to be on your own and to gain a better understanding of the healing that you need to do, but you can't really do that healing if you're distracted and you're in that paranoid state. You're not seeing things clearly. I think that's the best example I could think of from my own experience, but you could like try to spin it in the way that it makes sense to you, because it's different, Like sometimes you could be paranoid about your parents, or your siblings, or your neighbors, your co-workers, that type of thing. But all of that's tied to like you exploring, where is this paranoia stemming from? And that paranoia is going to illuminate whatever your fears are, or your insecurities. And then once you know that, then you're able to heal. But that it requires like you taking the time to realize that. And that, I think some of you are, if you're getting that urge to block off somebody, or just like go with it, because there's going to be something on the other side of it. If I don't know, like some of you ever get the urge to disconnect from somebody, like delete their number, delete their messages, no longer talk to them, no longer see them, no longer engage with them, avoid them in any way. There's a reason why, and you may need to follow through with that and to explore it. And if it's possible, and if you want to, you could reconnect just to gauge if it was only you, or it was just them, or if it's both of you and you don't mesh. And it could be like with work, you don't mesh with a company, you don't mesh with your friends anymore, you outgrew them, you want more for yourself, you want different. The person you may have been dealing with, though if you were like in a relationship, I wouldn't say just ghost them. I would say like let them know I need some time, because there's certain things I need to think about. I need to rethink certain things. Don't ghost. It's not nice, but if they're an asshole, ghost them. No, you do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. That's the considerate side of me, because I think I've been ghosted one time, and it was not good. I'm usually the person that ghosts, just so you know. I'm usually the ghoster. It's not nice to do that. Even though it depends on the situation, right? All right, so lucky break. That could be the lucky break in the star could be like some sort of wish fulfillment is coming true. Something that you've been wanting, you've been longing for. And with this putting up some sort of boundary is what's so it's like in a way I'm thinking about like the wheel of fortune turning because you made the right move. And it's allowing some sort of wish to come true. But let's see what else we get. Let me see how much time I have. I went on a little too long with that brick wall. Sorry. Somebody probably needs to. Yeah, it's Knight of Pentacles. It could. I don't know if some of you were working on something, but it just was. There was some sort of stalemate going on, like it was stuck. The Knight of Pentacles is a slower energy in the sense that it doesn't move quickly. It's a very grounded energy. It doesn't feel a sense of urgency, but if there was something like this blockage, it could be the reason why things were not progressing. But it's like you putting up some sort of boundary, disconnecting, detaching for certain things, certain people, certain environments. It's what's allowing things to flow in. And the Two of Pentacles come in. Two of Pentacles is about balance. But the thing is, it's like you found the way to balance yourself. I don't know if in the situation you put up some sort of boundary was something that destabilized you in any way. It caused you to be out of balance. But now that you're out of that situation and things are starting to move, things are starting to flow, it's what's bringing stability and balance. It's restoring that balance. Usually when we see the Two of Pentacles, it's at an angle, it's at an angle. So it's indicating like some sort of imbalance. It's like a juggling act, But here she has them at both levels. They look like Dragon Ball Z fireballs, So some of you may be getting your power back because of this, Okay. And then the Queen of Pentacles, like the lucky break card is like something is gonna work out for you. Like it's gonna bring some sort of abundance, good fortune, with just the lucky break card too. And the Queen of Pentacles, regardless of your gender, it's just the energy. Thank you. And thank you, Alpha. Happy hump day. Oh my God. Yeah, that's so true. I hate that. Like you wanted, you reached out to me and then now you ghosted me. And this is like Alpha was ghosted too. Those bitches, those bastards. But it's okay because I ended up finding out he was in a relationship. So I was like, you did me a favor, sir. You know what, Beresita and Alpha? If people ghost us, okay, let's just think of it as them and realizing that we're too good for them, okay? Okay, let's spin it in our own way. Even though the ghosting happened like over 10 years ago. So, over 10 years ago. Yeah, over 10 years ago. But see the lucky break and then the Queen of Pentacles. It's like something good, something that's gonna provide you financial stability, abundance, wealth, whatever it is that you're wanting that's gonna make you feel like you're on the top of the world is coming through. It's what's coming through this creating that blockage, or not a blockage, but putting up a boundary, And for you, it could be some of you realizing your worth. Maybe some of you were in a situation where that could have been imbalanced and you're like, you know what? And I always say this too, we could create our own justice. We could create our own balance, Oh, and he doesn't deserve to. Well, you know what? I don't want to say that, but you know what? I'm so sorry, Ariel. Yeah, I know it's so hard, especially when you have feelings for somebody. But if he hasn't met her yet, and this is me trying to be positive, it's probably because it's not time for him to meet her. Because if she's not he's not in a good place, she doesn't need that around her. You don't need that around her. You need to remain stable and secure and safe and good energy, especially raising a girl. any child, raising a child in general. And during these times, we know how important it is to protect our energy and the energy around our children, because our children are very sensitive, especially when they're so young. They can't even create the boundaries for themselves. So us as parents, we have to be that boundary for them. But if the reason why he may not be around is probably because he's probably not in a good energy to be around her, and that's a blessing. And if you want to look at it, it could be a blessing in disguise, because you really don't want to be exposing your children to something that may be harmful to them, or someone who may be harmful in any way, even with just the energy. So I hope everything goes well for you and your daughter. God bless you, and God bless your daughter. And for me, I've never been a single parent, because my kid's father's only got one baby daddy. You know, I closed out the factory after my kids. But he was, even though we weren't together, he was always there. So it's a blessing when a child can have both parents, but sometimes, it's better for the child to be with the most stable, secure, and positive parent. No, I completely understand you, Ariel. I completely understand you, because the person I was with before my sneaky link, my ex sneaky link, I'm not in that situation anymore. Um, when he left, whenever he like removed himself from me, good things were coming to me. I'm like, wait a minute, like maybe I should stay away from you. But our relationship didn't end. It ended so badly though. But yeah, I completely understand, because whatever energy he was in, it was not a healthy one for you, especially when you're pregnant. When you're pregnant, you gotta, because you don't realize too, when you're pregnant, how your energy affects your baby and how it can impact your baby's fetal development and when they're born. Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly. It's like they were like the if you think about like a dam in a way. Like they're the dam and they're blocking the water from flowing through. And then once they lifted their dam existence from your life, that is like everything like shh. And it's like all that good stuff comes to you. I understand. That happened when he like good things were coming. I was like I was talking about something with somebody about that I played a Super Bowl box thing. I played a Super Bowl box thing, and I just put my name in random boxes. I did because I don't know nothing. I didn't know who was playing. I don't know who would end up winning. Later on, after me and this dude broke up, later on I find out I won second prize. I was like, what? What the hell? It was like, to me, it was like the universe was like, yes, Tanya, you did a good job. Moving on. Good girl. You fucked up in the end a little, but it's okay. We forgive you. It's like a little reward. But look at that, the sun card at the bottom. It's like better days are ahead. Whatever the ghosting, if you had to ghost somebody, someone ghosted you, you had to protect your boundaries, protect your energy. It's like wish fulfillment is coming through, stability, groundedness, balance, happiness is on the other side of that. But for some, like, it's hard to create boundaries, especially when you feel attached to somebody. I mean, like, if you think about, like, take the kinky ways card out. This is giving devil energy. So it's like codependency, attachment, obsession, possibly with a paranoid card. We could look at that like somebody stalking, watching, even somebody trying to get information, that type of thing. But it's like when you remove that's low vibrational energy away from you, and you block that from you, it's allowing good things to come towards you. So someone needs to hear this. And thank you for sharing your story, because not many people know. I don't want, and I'm glad you understand exactly what I mean, because sometimes it can be hard to, when you're in the midst of whatever emotions you're dealing with, and it's seeming easier to stay in a situation than moving away from it because it hurts. But the thing is that hurt eventually goes away and then the good stuff starts to come in. But if you stay in a situation that is ultimately hurting you, even though it may seem right, or you try to justify it, try to make it seem like it's okay, or you're settling for less, that's not good. You're just blocking your blessings. If you're looking for a good man, you got to get rid of the caca man. You're looking for a good woman, you got to get rid of the caca woman. They got to go. They're taking up the good man and good woman that you want space. That's their space. They got to move out the way. Like that song, move, get out the way, get out the way. So that's what that brick wall is. That's you ghosting, creating a boundary, blocking, not being too available either is another way too. Just protecting yourself and protecting what good is coming towards you with the sun card. That's look at this. I love this. Look at the sun and the 10 of cups together. So this is like balance, harmony, family, joy, everything. It's like beautiful, bright, cleansed energy. Yeah, no more conflict, no more players, and just self-love, No more conflict with energies that come in and out of your life. Don't have anything serious to offer other than that good wand. Even though it's not always good, though. Sometimes it's bad and you look gross. Don't even want to think about that. But the Ace of Cups, self-love, pouring into yourself, finding peace within yourself, and letting it overflow in a good way, because this is what people are supposed to get. They're supposed to get this. Everything that's in here is for you, but you get to share. Your cup should never be empty at all. It could be half empty, just as long as you got something in there, but never depleted, where you're feeling empty and drained of your love, your energy, your happiness, your vitality, your abundance, whatever it is, and like standing in your power, taking control, establishing boundaries, and enforcing them too. So it's that Emperor energy. Sometimes you got to be in that masculine energy if we're feminine, and we have to do that to protect ourselves, especially when we have families and children, but even just ourselves if we don't have that. Okay, so I'm going to end the live stream. I'm going to end this reading now. I thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Ariel, for sharing your story. Yes, it's like a little hug for the universe. I love that. Definitely. Yeah, try. It doesn't hurt. I would say, like, if this is like $1 or $2, you should try that. You're very welcome. Yeah, the lottery is not, that's like a nice way to bet. Just like $1 or $2 if you have it to spare. Okay, so thank you, Ariel, for being here. Thank you, Revisita. Thank you, Alpha, for the super chat and for being here again. It's good to see you. And PG, Mick, Celia, and Lion Sky, thank you so much for being here. I hope to see you. Maybe I'll be on later today. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll see how that goes. And if you don't see me, then I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.